everyone, welcome to previous year question analysis for IBPS AFO, and in today's session we are going to do the micro analysis for block 5. Block 5, that is agricultural extension, agricultural engineering and agricultural economics. Okay, so in today's session we are going to do this micro analysis for 4 years starting from 2021 to 2024. So yes, let's just start our today's discussion. As I said, Block 5 contains agriculture extension, agriculture economics, and agriculture engineering. Okay. So in agricultural extension, you can expect questions from or the topics which are important are agriculture extension teaching methods, that is result demonstration, method demonstration, different institutions like KVK, Atma, Manage. Okay. So from extension, you can expect around 1 to 2 questions every year. Okay. So yes, average 1 to 2 questions. And from agricultural economics, again, you can expect 1 to 2 questions. Here, the topics like MSP, FRP, different schemes which are in news, and different PSL concept, that is priority sector lending. These are the concepts. Mostly from economics, you will expect the questions which are in the current. Okay, so the next, agricultural engineering. Agricultural engineering is again important part. And yes, here also you can expect 3 to 4 questions, and the topics like the different implements, concepts like tillage are important from engineering. So let's discuss year wise. Okay, let's start from 2021. What are the MCQs that came in that year, particular year? Okay, let's analyze the number of questions that were there in each year. Okay, so in 2024, from these 3 subjects, there were total 7 questions. Okay, in 2023, only 2 questions were there, that too from engineering. Then in 2022, there were total 8 MCQs from these 3 subjects, and in 2021, there were 5. So you can say on an average, there are 5 questions from these 3 subjects, and at least one question from each. Okay, so these 3 are a minor subject. So for the same reason, we clubbed it into a single block, that is a block 5, right? So yes, these are a minor subjects, and the questions that are coming from each subject, there is no specific pattern. You can say there are different number of questions every year, but yes, you can expect, as I say, 1 from each and total 5 from all the 3. Okay, so yes, let's discuss what are those 5 questions, or what are the themes from where these questions are coming. Okay, so yes, let's start with 2021. So in 2021, there were a total 5 questions. Okay, so the first question is on MSP. The MSP recommended by which commission or agency? We know that the agency is a CACP, that commission on agricultural cost and prices, right? So MSP is the most important concept for your agricultural economics. The agency that recommends it, the role of government, then different formulas that we use, the Swaminathan formula, these and the latest MSPs for different crops, which crop has highest MSP for that particular year. All these concepts become important for your exam. Okay, so MSP is most important part of agricultural economics. Next is again on agricultural economics, that is mandis are which type of market. So they are a primary market. Why they are primary market? Because the producer, that is farmer, is involved in this transaction. The farmer is initiating the transaction. That's why it is a primary market. Okay, so yes, the markets and different types of markets, the example is again important in agricultural economics. Next question is on extension education. So question is, innovation rate of adoption is negatively affected by which factor? So the complexity is the factor which negatively affect, and all other factors like compatibility, triability, relative change. Okay, so these are the factors that affect positively. Like if its compatibility is more, then the rate of adoption will be higher, right? But if the complexity is more, then the rate of adoption will be lower, right? So this complexity is inversely proportional to the rate of adoption for innovation. So yes, that's why this question was there, because only complexity is affecting negatively. So it is part of, again, extension education. Next question was in the KVK. So the credit of success for KVK is given to whom? So the credit is given to Dr. Chandrika Prasad, and it is again the part of extension education. So the KVK is again the most important part of the syllabus. Okay, the student get confused between the Mohan Singh Mehta committee and Chandrika Prasad. So please don't get confused. Then total number of KVKs that are present till date. Then what is its mandate? What are different activities they perform? These are the kind of questions which are important for you from the KVK. Okay. So yes, that was the fourth question. And the last question from 2021 was, the moldboard plow is used for what? So it is used for plowing. It is a basic, right? So it is a part of agriculture engineering. There are different implements in agriculture engineering, so they become important. Well, the name, the purpose, so they will give, this is what we are doing. So what kind of implement you will use. So likewise, you need to cover the different implements. Okay. Yes, that was it for the 2021. Now let's discuss 2022. Okay. So from 2022, there are around 8 questions. Okay. So first is again on agriculture engineering. So the implement which is used for both primary and secondary tillage operations. So it is a rotavator. Rotavator is used for both primary and secondary operations because it is used to in the initial phase, that is for breaking up the large clods and turning the soil, and also in the secondary tillage, that is for more final operation at the latter stage. It is used in both the cases, so it is, that's why the answer is the rotavator. Okay. So again, as I said, the agriculture implements are important. Here the moldboard plow was asked, here the rotavator is asked, so they might ask a different implement next year. So yes, please go cover the different agricultural implements. Next is the concept of tillage. Okay, so zero tillage got successful because of what? So the answer for it was a herbicide. Okay, so we know in zero tillage concept we are not doing or not performing any tillage operations. So for the weed management, we need we must use this herbicide for weed management. Okay, so yes, the zero tillage, the herbicide is a most important or crucial part of when we are going for a zero tillage. So yes, that was a question on a tillage and specifically on a conservation tillage, that is a zero tillage. Okay. Next is the again conservation tillage practice that involves tilling only a narrow strip of soil. So it is what? It is a strip tillage. Okay. So these questions indicate that the tillage, and there are different concepts in tillage, that is conservation tillage, minimum tillage, zero tillage, okay, mulch tillage, blind tillage, strip tillage. There are different concepts and definitions, right? So go and cover those because these are important. There are PYQs in AFO on those concepts. Okay. Next question is on the part or the attachment part of the tractor for harvester, thresher, or tiller, or different instruments which want to take power from tractor's engine, right? So the shaft or the part is called as a PTO, that is power take off, right? So these are the terminologies in tractor. There is a part in the agriculture engineering that is tractor and its terminologies. So those are important. Okay, so PTO is part of that. Okay. Next question in 2022 is on the structure that is enclosed by agronets or any other woven material to allow required sunlight, moisture, or air to pass through the gaps. Okay. So the answer is a shed net or a shed house. Okay. So it is part of protected cultivation. Along with shed net, shed house, there are different other protected structures, that is polyhouse, greenhouse, which we use to create a proper controlled artificial microclimate that we need or we have a control over, right? We can control the sunlight, control the moisture according to our need. So that is the part of protected cultivation. So here the basic definition was asked and you needed to identify which protected structure they are talking about. So just go and cover those structures. Okay. Next is again concept of drainage. Okay, so method of sub drainage that uses perforated pipes to remove the excess water from the soil. Okay, so it is a tile drainage. Drainage is again the important or repeated theme of the AFO. You will see one question more in the next coming slide. So drainage is again important. There are different concepts in drainage, that is surface drainage, subsurface drainage, and that too in a subsurface drainage there are tile drainage, mold drainage, then this vertical drainage, bio drainage. These are the concepts which are important and asked in these uh, in the 2022. Okay, so this becomes again important. Okay, next question was on sodium absorption. SAR numerical was there. It is from irrigation, or you can say it is part of soil chemistry. Okay, so it is a part of irrigation. So there was one numerical on the SAR. Next question is on in agri clinics and agribusiness scheme, training is provided by which agency? So this ACABC scheme, the training is provided by Manage, which is located in Hyderabad. Okay. So in extension education, there are different organizations that are important, like Atma, then Samiti, then KVK. Those are important. Okay. So just go and cover those. So that was it for 2022. Let's discuss 2023. So in 2023, only two questions were asked, that too from agriculture engineering. Okay. So as I said, there is no specific pattern of asking questions, number of questions from the particular subject. So yes, we need to study all, because we don't know what will be the major subject next year. Okay. So yes, these two questions were, the first is again drainage. As I said, drainage is repeated. So drainage technique that uses deep rooted plants to remove excess water from the soil. So it is again the subsurface drainage, that is a particularly bio drainage. Okay, so drainage concept is important. Next, the question was on the role of lubricating oil in an engine, and the question was, which of the following is not a role of this lubricating oil in the engine? So all these four are its role. Okay, so reducing friction is the role of lubricating oil. It will lead to cooling effect, it will lead a cleaning effect, and it will have a sealing effect. Okay, and the whichever option will be the last will be the is the not role of this lubricating oil. Okay, next is the 2024, that is the last paper we have. So first is on the ICR, Central Institute of Agriculture Engineering location. So we know it is located at Bhopal. Okay, so it is, you can categorize it under agriculture engineering. So you need to cover most important institutes and their location. Okay, next question was an implement. Again, implement used to transplant a nursery rice seedling to puddle soil. So rice transplanters are used to transfer the rice seedling from nursery to puddle soil. Okay, so again there is a question on implement. This is the third question on implement after rotavator and MB plow, right? So as I said, implements are important. Okay, next question is from agriculture extension. So extension technique, where extension worker shows farmer how to perform a specific task or adapt to new practice step by step. So new task and specific step by step and specific tasks are the keywords for method demonstration. So we have different teaching methods in extension, that is group contact methods, then individual contact method, mass methods, and these method demonstration and result demonstration are the methods from those. Okay, so they are important. Okay, so just go and cover those. Next question is on the PSL. So we have next important part of the economics after MSP, FRP is a PSL. Okay, we have different targets for different sectors. This is priority sector lending, or different criteria for different banks. That is the percentage of limit for RRB, for commercial banks, for urban cooperative bank. Then for different sectors, like for agriculture, you need to give at least 18% of the total PSL limit. Okay, so likewise you need to have understanding over those target and percentages. Okay, next question was on a KCC, that is the economics from schemes. Okay, so they asked the formula for calculating the scale of finance. This is kind of difficult question, I would say. So you there were 5 options of the different formulas, and you needed to identify the right formula that is used to calculate the scale of finance, the KCC, Kisan Credit Card. Okay. So yes, next question is on the FL. The meaning of FL in A2 plus FL formula that we use for calculation of MSP. Okay. So we know FL is the value of the family labor. Okay. So yes, as I said, MSP, its formula is important in agriculture economics. Next question was on the conveyor of subcommittee of district consultative committee for credit regulation. So the answer was lead district manager. It is again part of economics. Okay. So yes, this was it for the 4 years microanalysis for these 3 topics, and from all those slides we can conclude that agriculture extension, different agriculture teaching methods are important, including method demonstration, result demonstration. Okay. Next, KVK is again important. There are 4 or 5 facts are there about KVK that are important. Okay, and the present number of KVKs, there could be question on that also. Next is there are different important institutions, okay, like KVK, as I said, then Atma, then Samiti, the Manage, okay. So different institutes, district level institutes, state level institutes, national level institutes, which are there to provide training and capacity building to different extension personals and farmers. Okay, so those are important. Next is innovation adoption. As I said, the complexity concept was there from this, and there are different terminologies where the questions could be there. Okay. Next, the agriculture engineering. From agriculture engineering, you could expect questions on tillage. Tillage is important part. Then drainage, as I said, irrigation. Then from farm power and machinery, there are different terminologies like PTO and all. Those are important. Different implements like MB, rotavator, transplanter. There were questions on implements. And the protected cultivation, as I said, shed net, shed house, polyhouse, greenhouse. Okay, just go and cover the definitions of it. Okay. Agriculture economics, MSP, or mostly for economics, go and cover the currents. Okay, current affairs. The MSP, the FRP for sugarcane is again important. Okay, then PSL targets, then a concept, static concept of market, its definition, its examples, and the schemes. Okay, important schemes. So yes, this was it about the microanalysis for block 5. I hope this will help you in your preparation. And please, I request you to go on your own also through all these papers and all these PYQ. You will find different link. You will find different different topics that are important according to you. These important themes are according to me. So just go and have a look over all the PYQs. You will get your own idea what is important and what is not, and it will help you while you're studying. Okay, it will help you to streamline what is important, what you could live, what you cannot afford to live. It will come to you with when you will look these PYQs. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Best of luck for your study. See you in the next session.